Ilkhas Mammadov, a PhD candidate of Azerbaijan National Academy of Sciences, a student of Carnegie Conservatoire of Paris, France. The key features of improvisation in music. Improvisation can be found in every field of art. In music, improvisation is the first and unique stage that creates even music itself and its genres. That composer hears the draft with the first improvisations, but the listener hears the finished work. I'll play it first and tell you what is called later. Miles Davis. Of course, successful improvisation is at the core of the theme here because only successful efforts form a genre or style. Unsuccessful attempts and improvisations are consigned to history. First, the etymological meanings of improvisation is noteworthy. Also, at first sight, we notice the opposite meanings here. It actually gives rise to the original meaning. The roots of improvisation, improvisare means sing or speak extempore in Italian, but providere means foresee and being ready in Latin. Does everything happen spontaneously or with foresee and preparation? In my opinion, the answer to this question lies in the quote of the world-famous violinist and great conductor Yehudi Menuhin. Improvisation is the expression of the accumulated yearnings, dreams, and wisdom of the soul. The preparation of the improvisation expresses the dreams and wisdom of the musician, and their realization at an unexpected time expresses spontaneity. Resultantly, improvisation in music is an unexpected process, but our preparation in this process is represented by our musical literacy. But what kind of riches has improvisation created in music historically? When we examine the richest musical genres from the east to the west, it's possible to see the great power of improvisation. In this regard, the first criterion of wealth is music that has been performed for centuries and has historical roots. In this article, it will be appropriate to explain the main aspects and importance of improvisation through rich and mysterious music such as raga, mogam, and jazz. Azerbaijani mogam is one of the genres in which improvisation is most often used. There are several main mogams in Azerbaijani music: Rast, Shur, Sejar, Zaharja, Bayat Shiraz, Shushtar, Humayun. In addition, there are a number of small mogams such as Mahur Hindi, Rahab, Bayat Gajar, Sejar of Mirza Hussein, Sejar of Hashim, Yalkın Sejar, Khalid Sejar. This list mentions the variants of several Sejar mogams. Also, each is of the same scale. Several variants of the seja have emerged due to the improvisation of mogam performers. Hashim and Mirza Hussein, whose names are mentioned in the seja mogam, are genius performers who wrote their names in history by creating new versions of the mogam with their unforgettable improvisations. Mugams are divided into shorba and gusha. Shorba large part and gusha small part. It also contains the main pillars of mugam. Improvisation in mugam are characterized by playing according to the general mood and meaning of each mugam, as well as the character of each shorba. This principle is similar to how improvisation follows harmony in jazz music. As in the examples of mugam and jazz music, improvisation has a directions with harmonies and shorbas, but how and which way it gets there is spontaneous. Assimilated through oral tradition, mugam allows for some improvisation from the first lessons. In Mugam group classes, each student develops improvisation skills by listening to different performances. The student's mastery of various performances in the lesson is formed in his subconscious and later manifests itself in the form of improvisation during the performance. As we mentioned, improvisation has created new genres and style in music. The Mugam genre, full of improvisation, brought Mugam improvisation to symphonic and jazz music. In other words, the way of improvisation here is decorated with Mugam melismas. Symphonic Mugam genre was created in 1948 by composer Fikret Amirov. The basis of the genre was laid in the first Mugham operas of the genius Uzeyir Hacıbaylı, the author of many innovations in Azerbaijani music. In these operas, Mugham was combined with the European opera genre for the first time. Uzeyir Hacıbaylı's chamber and instrumental work, Aşık Sayağı, was written in the style of Mugham improvisation. The world famous pianist and composer Vagif Mustafazadeh created the Mugham jazz movement in Azerbaijan in the 1960s. He synthesized Western jazz and Azerbaijani Mugham, a type of traditional improvisational modal music, and gave this style to world music as jazz Mugham. In the jazz Mugham movement, improvisation expressed itself more differently. So here improvisation follows jazz harmony and chords and at the same time incorporates specific features of Mugham. When we think of Indian ragas, the first thing that comes to mind is improvisations. To improvise in raga music, it's important to first learn its mood, character, and general rules. After the performer has fully mastered the raga, he works on improvisations. Each raga is distinguished by its own characteristic. Although the raga announced at the concert is a raga well known to the listener, he gets acquainted with it again each time through various improvisations of the performance. That is with the true musicians who pour into their composition the depths of their personalities, their aspiration and visions, the truths they have thought and experienced. Raga, being a modern music full of improvisation, has played a big role in the recognition of Indian music in the world. Improvisation means a new way, a new movement, and a new genre. Raga music, a mysterious representative of traditional oral music, created the genre of raga jazz with its power of improvisation. The role of the legendary Shakti group in the formation and popularization of this genre is undeniable. In many ways, Indian music and jazz are cousins, simply because we both improvise. We believe in spontaneity. We believe in being impulsive, creative in that manner. How long phrases and improvisations in Indian music remain in the memory of musicians always attracts the attention of listeners. Although improvisation occurs spontaneously, it's encoded in the musician's mind in a short time as if it were a story. When Zakir Hussain explains tabla performance, he replaced the language of rhythm with words in a text that is more understandable for the audience. With this approach, he explains his improvisation as welcoming a guest. Come and sit, have a drink or something eat, listen concert, enjoy it and go back home.
If I was to send you an invitation to come to this conference in the language of tabla, this is what I would actually say. In language of tabla, I would say dhagitta kite dhagitta kite dha, dhirinna kite thag nagate tigiran, trigita trigita nagadita gedeka tagadigina trigita. Simple. But breaking it down, the words come, sit, have a drink, have something to eat, listen to the concert, enjoy it, and go back home. Simple. So in tabla language, dhagitta kite dha, dhirinna kite thag nagate tigiran, trigita nagadita. Dhagitta kite dha, please come and sit down. Dhirenna kite thag nagate tigiran, get the weight off your feet, just relax. Trigita, have a drink. Have something to eat. Get refreshed. Nagadita. Then listen to the concert, and then just go home. And going home is so the words express themselves in language.
In this article, I have explored the main features of improvisation from different aspects. These aspects are based on examples such as raga, mugam, and jazz integrated with improvisation. There are many secrets improvisation in oral traditional music. As a result of the development of raga and mugam improvisations, perfect bridges between other genres have been created. Jazz raga and jazz mugam movements are indispensable examples in this context. The jazz music mentioned in each part is a genre of improvisation created in the modern era. The deep meaning of improvisation can be learned more deeply by analyzing many genres. It's possible to apply to any genre based on improvisation. Improvisation is a unique language among genres of music.